Hello guys, welcome back to another cold episode. And as you can tell by the title of this video, there's a new ban list that just came out, like, not too long ago, that will be hitting in a couple of days. And I wanted to talk about it real quick, just so that I can give you guys an idea of what the heck is going on. So here we go. There's no skill ban list. That already happened, and will be happening, I think, in a couple of days, or has already happened. But here we go. This is what I want to talk about. Limited to 1, Cocytus. Cocytus is insanely good right now in the meta. If you played in the Casey Cup, you probably know about this card. This card is insane because it wins duels unless you have a specific out to it. That's why in my Casey Cup video, or in my Casey Cup deck, I ran Plasma. I ran it specifically for this one card. That's how good it is. It can attack a defense position. It can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. Or sorry, it can't be, cannot be destroyed by card effects. Can't be targeted by card effects. It can attack in defense position, and, you know, with concentrating current, it's absolutely insane. But here we have it, right there, number 1 on the ban list, and you could probably already tell. Number 2 on the ban list is Invoked Mage Lanica, making invokers very restricted. Why? Because the semi-limited cards include things like Treacherous Trap Hole, right? It includes things like Enemy Controller, right? And as you'll see with the rest of this list, this hits pretty hard because now they can't use Treacherous Trap Hole, which was really busted, is really, really good right now. It's probably the best card within the current meta. Treacherous Trap Hole, you stop Ritual Beasts, you stop Dark Lords, you stop Black Wings, you stop all of these different cards, just immediately get stopped by one card that is limited to 2. So now that that's in place, you can't run 2 Mage Lanica as well as 2 Treacherous, which a lot of decks did. Now that being said, you could still run 1 and 1, but it makes it a lot less consistent, right? So this is an insanely good ban list just with these 2, right? It gets better. So here we go. Cocytus, limited to 1, fantastic. Can't run any of the other limited 1 cards. It doesn't really run any of them, so it doesn't really matter, but that's insane. And then Invoked Mage Lanica, limited to 2, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, you can still run Earth and Water with Cocytus and Mage Lanica, but overall, not really that big of a deal with those 2. It's more you can only run 1 Cocytus, right? Which is super good because now you have to deal with that 1 card once rather than it popping up again and again and again. So that's super good. Moving on. Black Wing Raikiri the Rain Shower. Most people only played 1 of this, but again, it's good mostly because of the other semi-limited cards, right? Things like Treacherous, Econ, and Hey True Nade is the big one. Hey True Nade returns all set cards on the field to their player's hand, which is really good at getting a 1-turn kill, right? They are playing a trap card, you just send it back to the hand, and great, now they don't have a trap card, right? So it's really good at that. So Raikiri being limited to 2, most people only play 1, so they could still play like 1 Hey True Nade, or 1 Treacherous Trap Hole, or an Econ or something like that, but it does limit their consistency and their power and stuff like that. So this is a good addition to the ban list. Raikiri, super good. That was a super quick hit for Black Wings, like they just came out. So this is really, really interesting. I'm glad Konami. So far, this is a really great ban list from Konami. So there we go. Moving on. Let's talk about this. real quick. What each thing says. This card will be limited to improve pacing of duels. Again, it was a stall card. Cocytus, I hate you. Go away. Getting rid of it. Fantastic. This card is limited to prevent Alistair the Invoker decks from having access to powerful limited 2 cards. That's exactly the same thing as Blackwings. But yeah, absolutely. 100% makes sense for both of those. This one, Kiteroid. I think this fits better, limiting or not allowing it to have access to powerful limited 2 cards, as well as improving the pacing of duels, right? Again, Kiteroid is the most played. Let's go check this out. The most played monster within ranked right now. Right? Go to popular cards. It's number 3 overall. And it's number 1 in monsters, followed by Alistair, obviously. But number 1 in monsters. That's absolutely insane. This thing is played in every freaking deck. It is over Sphere Karibo, which is the original Kiteroid. So I absolutely 100% agree with that as well, because it was super annoying, especially as someone who's trying to like make content and stuff like that. It's super annoying when you go in for lethal and then it turns out, oh no, they have a Kiteroid. You don't have that lethal. So there to improve the pacing of the game. Absolutely agree. Kiteroid, a great addition to the ban list. Moving on, Concentrating Current. Thank you, Konami. This card sucks. It wasn't that good when it came out, but when you give us something as freaking busted as Cocytus and Mage Lanica that only need to swing into an attack position monster and have lethal through that, using Alistair as well to boost up, to literally swing over anything that is 3,000 attack or more, or less in attack position, you swing into that and you kill him because of this one card, and Alistair technically. Insane. Fantastic. I really had a feeling that Cocytus would be hit, and I really had a feeling that this one would be hit. Concentrating Current. Those were the two I was almost dead certain on. But now, that takes away, again, power from Invoked. Power from things like 6 Sam as well. 6 Sam now can't play that either, which they were previously playing. So, again, 6 Sam kind of got hit. Just, you know, they were hit with the ban list with World Legacy Clash, and once again they're hit with this. Just 6 Sam, it's sad, but you're just dead, which is okay, because you're a cancer deck. Anyway, again, limited to limit the potential of... Oh, sorry. This card will be limited as it has the potential to end duels immediately. Again, as I said, if you don't have an out to Mage Lanica, it just kills you. Or with Purgatrio, boost up, swing into defense position monsters. Like, what do you even do? Unless you have a negation, like with Dark Lords, you don't do anything. So this is really great. Moving on. Iron Core of Kokai Meiru. Koaki Meiru, I think is how you're supposed to say that. Anyway. This card isn't inherently that great. However, it's put on the ban list. Why is this put on the ban list? Well, it says right here that this will be limited in place of Diamond Core Koaki Meiru. Now, what does this card do? Add 1 Koaki Meiru card from your deck to your hand, except the Diamond Core. You can banish this card from your graveyard. For the rest of this turn, Koaki Meiru monsters you control cannot be destroyed. There you go. You activate it, you grab a Koaki Meiru card from your deck to your hand, then You can banish it from the graveyard. Your monsters can't be destroyed. There you go. Pretty simple. Pretty freaking good. I definitely like it. It's not a quick effect. So that's something that you would use if you realized you didn't have your Iron Core of Koeki Mayuru in your hand, right? You activate that to protect your guys from being destroyed by their own effects. That's how that works. That no longer being on the ban list is pretty good. This being on the ban list, it's kind of to give more power, as it says right here. This card will be unlimited as Koeki Mayuru decks are struggling to win duels in the current metagame. They're not even being played in the current metagame, so that's understandable. Again, I do think that this is a good change. You're giving them more searchability while still limiting... This was previously limited to 1, I think. No, it was limited to 2. Forget I said that. Yeah, it was limited to 2 previously. So, but, you know, just switching those means that you have... This card can be recycled through your graveyard, right? You can use it time and time again, right? And it's pretty good at keeping your Koeki Mayuru cards on the field, right? So that's pretty good. And then using this instead to search and also to banish to protect your cards if you don't have this. Pretty good. A boost to Koeki Mayuru. Will it come back into the meta? Maybe, but probably not. Given how the current metagame has kind of shaped and been shaped, and I think with Invokers, they're definitely still going to be around. But with Invocation and Black Wings and all of that stuff still being around, I don't see them ever being really like top tier, but there you go. Then, moving on, we have Spellbook of Eternity. This card will be unlimited as its power level is acceptable in the current metagame. Why is this unlimited? Well, quite frankly, it's because spellbooks are okay. Here's the thing, I don't agree with this. Spellbooks are gross. I hate them. They're the worst. They're no fun to play against. If you don't have an out to Spellbook of Fate, it sucks. However, this was previously limited to 1, so the fact that it's unlimited, again, makes me sad. Will this come back? Maybe? Do I want it to come back? No, not in the slightest. It's one of the worst decks to play against. Similar to something like Metaphys or Triamids or something like that, and they just take forever to do their turn, and it's so boring. However, with the nerf to Light and Dark, this shouldn't be too good, and it shouldn't boost them into meta status once again, right? Like a top tier meta deck. If it was meta, I would cry, because I hate them. They're so annoying. With this, we might see more people playing spellbooks, so be aware of that. Be aware of Spellbook of Fate. You can banish 2 spellbook cards from your graveyard, or 3 of them, sorry, to banish a card on the field, an opponent's card. So it's really gross, and I hate this deck, and I wish that it wasn't buffed, basically. And then that's it. That's all. So far, I think this is one of the best ban lists that I've seen. Similar to when Dark Lords got hit, this is very similar, right? I think Black Wings will probably get another hit later on if they prove to be still as good as they are. But I think that's overall 3 cards for Invokers were hit. Mainly like 2.5. Kite Roid was used in the Roid version of the Invoked deck, so that's basically out. You can't use that anymore because you'd also have to use Mage Lanica and your Cocytus, so I think Roids are basically dead, which Makes sense. But overall, I think this is one of the best ban lists. I figured I'm going to make a short video on this so that you guys know what the heck is going on. And there you go. I'm super excited. I hope that you guys are. Comes out December 11th. 7 days from when I'm recording this. 6 days from when you'll probably see this. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did indeed enjoy, a like is very much so appreciated. And I hope that this was helpful for you. But if you want to see more content like this, just be sure to subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. And remember to always stay frosty. Bye-bye.